Hello, PegVlogger, followy people, PJ here, Witty Wednesdays, and I'm going to talk about something that normally Eric or Chris would talk about. Video games. Before I get into that, I'm going to do a self-plug though. Remember that York University lip dub that I was talking about a few vlogs ago? Well, it just came out today. So if you look in the link below, you can see the York University lip dub, and you can see the fine work of Peter Weeson. Personally, I think the Shaftesbury lip dub is actually a lot better than this one was. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, Peter, you don't like video games. Why are you going to talk about video games today? Full impersonation of a hipster watching this video, I'm going to tell you why. Basically, I had to do an assignment describing about how digital technologies are impacting how story is told today. So when I was answering this question, I was watching Chris's vlog, how he talked about how Skyrim is like the coolest game ever. He said one very important thing, how he felt like he was actually a character in the game instead of someone playing the game. I lost the game. So then I thought to myself, wait a second. This is exactly the point that they're trying to make. The whole point of the course is showing how interactivity is sort of getting into how stories are told today. People don't just want to watch a story anymore. They want to be interactive with it. They want to decide what's going to happen in the end. You can choose to be a good guy or a bad guy or a guy for hire or a nobody. Whatever you really want to be. When video games first came out, they still locked you into a storyline. You still had to go across from left screen to right screen, and you still had to do basically the same things. Now game developers don't have to be as creative anymore because they're tapping into the creativity of the player. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you still making movies then? Because there's obviously no place left in the world for movies and video games are going to take over. Well, extremely annoying hipster version of myself, let me answer that question for you. Ultimately, there are still people that are too lazy to do this. So there will still always be a place for filmmakers because we still have to tell a story to these people who just don't have the imagination to do it. Or that video games are for nerds, or nobody over the age of 6 should play video games. And even though people are getting closer, nothing can beat the true experience of going to a cinema, watching a film, and eating a bucket of popcorn. So whether you're a filmmaker, a writer, video game artist, musician, whatever, you always need to engage your audience. People are getting too smart now. They want to be immersed in your work. They don't want to be dragged around by it anymore. That's all I have for this week. PJ signing off.